I'm Tucker, and this is Breezy. Join us as we travel across the country in my homemade camper. Another little update. Found this beautiful place to camp right along the edge of Lake Martin in Louisiana, about 3 hours outside of Houston. Check this out, right on the water again. It's really foggy. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Got the truck backed up. Look at all these beautiful cypress trees sitting in the fog right here. There's ducks flying by, huge herons, all kinds of birds and wildlife. Kind of worried about alligators with this little girl. Don't want her to become a snack, so I got her tied up to the truck. But man, just look how calm and still it is out here. So pretty. Check out all these herons hanging out, roosting up in this big cypress tree background. These things sound like dinosaurs when they take off. Beautiful bird. About to hop in the truck and drive about 3 hours to Houston to pick up April, and then we're gonna hang out with her family for like the day, and then the next morning, and then drive to Austin and spend 2 days in Austin. I've heard nothing but awesome things about Austin. Go listen to some music, eat some Tex-Mex, maybe go to like a comedy show. Just sounds like a really cool place to hang out for a couple days. Alright, a little update here. So April's flight got delayed. She's traveling with May, her little 10-pound toy poodle. They get on the plane, getting ready to leave, and the flight attendant comes over the loudspeaker and tells them there's some type of mechanical issue, and they have to turn off the air conditioning, and it's gonna be a while. They have to wait for some parts to arrive. They're not really sure what the problem is. So they're sitting there. Dog is freaking out, making all this noise. It's hot. She's stuffed into a little bag under the seat in front of her.
There's a speed trap ahead.
And they can't figure out the problem, so they make everyone deboard the plane. And luckily, she was able to get on another plane, but she's delayed about 3 or 4 hours. So I'm probably 2 hours from Houston. I'm gonna meet up with her Uncle Mike and do a couple things, maybe like do some things I need to do to the camper, and then go pick her up at the airport at about 4 or 5 o'clock. So not a huge detour, not a huge issue, but I know that her dog May is very, very unhappy about it. All right, made it to Texas. In Houston, just taking the dog for a little walk while we wait for April's flight to land. It's a cool little park right outside the city, so we're gonna get this thing, a little electric skateboard. Let's go right around, wear Breezy out.
little tired, and good thing is this thing has enough power for both of us. Woo! This is wild. Riding this electric skateboard through downtown. All the streets are, sidewalks are so smooth. Perfect for this thing. That was so much fun. This city is like a electric skateboard park. The whole city has these awesome like smooth bike lanes. The streets are really wide, the sidewalks are really smooth, and then there's this huge park right outside the city that is just S-turns all along this little like creek, river, stream. It's a nice place. Now to go pick up April. Hey, what's up? Hey. Oh, is that your mom? Is that your mom?
Oh, you just want your dad?
She's like obsessed with me now, attached at the hip. Oh, what's up? Hey,
made it.
Here's the update.
We
met up
went
with this beautiful girl.
Salsa dancing, finally.
Did a little salsa dancing. We went salsa dancing last night. That was pretty unexpected. We ate some awesome Mexican food, Tex-Mex, and got a good night's sleep, took a hot shower, and now we are walking the dogs. Dogs on the bayou.
Oh, she said go right.
Okay, we're gonna go this way. Come on.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see the dogs reunited with each other. They were like
so happy to see each other.
Shaking their butts and just whacking their tails, so happy. So we're waiting on April's luggage to arrive. It was delayed because of her flight situation yesterday. And then we're gonna go to the NASA Space Museum.
See my cousin, who's the engineer that makes the spacesuits for the astronauts, and go tour the museum.
And then we are getting in the car and driving to Austin.
This is our low fidelity, full-scale mock-up of the International Space Station. Real quick, when you hear me talking about different mock-ups here in this room, you'll hear me either say low fidelity or high fidelity.
Walking through the NASA space station, checking out all these giant rockets with April's cousin, who is a NASA spacesuit engineer. So we're getting the VIP treatment here.
Best tour in the house.
This is a Saturn V rocket that took astronauts to the moon back in like the 60s in the Apollo missions. Crazy.
Sweet.
Alright, here's a little update. We made it to Austin, Texas. We're gonna have a night here, go out and party, listen to some music, and then sleep in the back of the camper in the middle of downtown Austin with the dogs. We'll keep you updated. Woo!
Hey, what a great time.
After party in the camper truck.
Also the pre-party. We'll see.
Yeah, baby. Woohoo!
What a great life.
Update. Had a blast last night.
Too much fun.
Went out in downtown Austin, partied on 6th Street, and it's really
That place is wild. Wild.
It's really cool. They like shut down the street after 9 p.m. and you can walk in the middle of the road, and they have all these street vendors and rooftop bars and music venues. So we just bar hopped around, got some food, and then we ended up camping like 1 block off of the little party street downtown.
Just walked ourselves home.
Paid like 10 bucks to stay in a parking lot, and closed down the bars, stumbled into the camper at like 2 o'clock in the morning, slept great, and woke up, and now we're walking through this park. It's like some type of wildlife refuge, walking the dogs.
Look at the girls.
I think we're going to explore Austin in the daytime and probably go out again tonight, find like a comedy show, and then go to this cool country music bar. Look at this, overlooking the Colorado River. It's an amazing view.
Gonna get a beer at this brewery. Start the night. Can't wait. Woo.
You believe in? He's like, all frags make money, so why would I pick a side?
Had an awesome night last night. Went out to see some comedy at this place called The Speakeasy, and then we went to like a old school Austin, Texas honky tonk. Saw some country music.
Did a little two-step.
Yeah, it's a little two-step dancing. Camped in this awesome little park, like right down the street from the music venue. And then we woke up this morning. This is April's last day in town. I gotta take her back to the airport. So we like are trying to run the dogs around, wear them out before April and May get on the airplane. So we went to this big park right next to the water, and beautiful skyline view of downtown Austin. And now we're eating some famous Austin, Texas barbecue.
So
This
good.
food truck.
I don't want to go. Don't make me.
All right, gotta drop April off at the
Aw.
airport. It's been so fun hanging out with her the past couple of days in Austin.
Gonna miss you.
All right, just dropped April off at the airport to fly back home. That was tough. Man, I had so much fun hanging out with her. It was great to see her. It's, you know, I was only gone for like 5 days without seeing her, and it was just so much more fun having her around to go adventure with and do all these cool things and share all these experiences with somebody. And I know I'm gonna miss her. Breezy's gonna miss her. Breezy. And her dog too. It was just so fun, like camping around downtown, wake up in the morning in the middle of a park, there's people like playing tennis and walking their dogs, and me and April and the 2 dogs stumble out of the back of my pickup truck. It's just so funny. But yeah, we had a great time. Just every day is so much action, non-stop, so many activities. I am exhausted. I have about 16 hours of driving over the next 2 days trying to make it to Sedona. So my goal tonight is to drive to this town called Van Horn, Texas. It's about 6.5 hours from Austin. But if I get, you know, 3, 4, 5 hours in and I'm too tired to continue driving, I'm just gonna pull over and call it a day and try to stay safe. But I'd really like to get almost half of this drive done so that I can spend more time in Sedona and the Grand Canyon area before heading off to California. Everything kind of from here more west is going to be totally new to me, so it's going to be great. Can't wait to see what we get into.